My man.
Hey,
Hey, I miss you.
the boys are back in town. Here we go.
It took me prepping my ass off and dieting to bring you all back together.
You're the glue that holds us together, Sam.
He really is, mate. You're still so dark, mate.
Yeah, I know, right? Chocolate.
Chocolate latte, mate. You look like Louis.
Are we recording off of that, or are we warming up first?
And I'm straight in, mate. Straight in, baby.
Oh, really? Where's Matt?
I don't know. Where is he? He said he was coming back to you.
Hey, man.
Am I actually early for once? And he's like,
I know. I think you were first in, mate.
no.
I know. But typical, your fashion, you in the car, of course.
Yes, fashionably. I'm going to the Australian park with the kids, Steve Irwin Zoo.
You're doing.
He's still in Brisbane, Sam?
And the wife. Sorry?
He's still in Brisbane?
Yeah, we're here till the 25th. I wanted to give back to the fam and have a bit of a balance, you know, give him a holiday after dealing with dad and husband for so long, grumpy bum.
That'd be good, man. Go on a couple of excursions.
Yes, we're off to an excursion to watch the crocodiles.
Awesome.
Hey, everyone was asking me the show, what's going on, Oz Amateurs, we need it back. I loved it, I loved hearing it.
No, it's good. We've had so many people ask that as well, which is so good. So
they need us. They need us. They need us.
I was even talking to my mate Ollie just before, and he was saying, "Well, there's no one out there who's, talking about all the amateurs. So it's great what we were doing."
Yeah, and it's just, I really want to get to that point where we're backstage and behind the scenes on the side. That'd be so cool.
100%.
The best moment for me, man. I was backstage tanning, and all the boys were hanging out, talking smack, and I look over this kid in a wheelchair. One of the disabled athletes, and I thought, I'm going to drop this. I'm walking straight over him to G him up like he's all on his own. I was like, hey, bro, how you doing, man? I'm so proud of you for getting here. Like, that is a workout to do what you've done. And he goes, do you think I should do physique? Like, change my category? And I said, what? He goes, because I got no legs. I was like, bro,
that's actually fantastic.
Yeah.
It turns out he's a comedian, He was so funny.
That's funny.
Coolest dude.
I love that. I can't believe where the fuck's Matty? Come on, mate. Hurry up. Louis,
hey guys, wasn't that the most competitive show in a long time? Like every single lineup.
Mate, the honestly, like from what I could have seen, because I was with Sontane and I were watching it up on the sunny coast, and we were watching it online, and Matty winning the pro card, that was a pretty easy win. Like he kind of like took that away pretty easily. But the biggest battle of the whole day was you versus Tom.
Mike Dawn.
Tom?
They call him Mike Dawn, but I'd like to correct him for the books. It's Mike Dawn. He's been around for a long time. It's not Mike Dawn.
Dude, that was the biggest battle that we saw the whole day.
Yeah.
And they brought you two back out for a second comparison round. Like, that shows how good the quality was in that under 102s. Oh, who we got here?
He's on. Yeah, thanks, Adam. And we both came off the stage. I needed to get fanned down and completely out of puff. I've never had to pose that long in my life. My lungs were on fire. Hey.
Hello, big boy.
What up, lads?
Big fella.
Good to be back.
We're back. We got them all back. How are you, mate?
Congrats on your missus, man. She did amazing. You did such a good prep with her.
I know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She's within earshot right now, so she can hear you.
So third in her first ever show.
In the open class, yeah.
Jesus, man.
And seriously, striated glutes, hip flexors, very complete.
Very complete.
Nothing missing, You covered all bases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot in amateur bodybuilding that it's just a matter of time until success is reached. And I think she fits that bill 100%. It's like you said, there's no missing parts. There's nothing that needs to be brought up significantly over something else. It's just a matter of time and overall growth. And I think it's just a matter of time before she's very, very successful in this industry.
I 100% agree. She looked amazing, Matty. Really impressive. And it's hard to, because did she bring novice as well?
Yeah, so she placed second in the novice, but the girl that beat in the novice ended up turning pro. So,
wow.
I mean,
the figure girls and the physique girls were amazing. Like
amazing.
the lineups were top 5 quality, like just amazing.
I think
Hands down.
in a lot of national shows, those two classes specifically, I think usually there's one or two girls that are quite standout, and then there's a bit of a big gap between the rest of the field. But I think even in the open class, like the second call out of the figure girls were even impressive.
Dude, there's that many people doing shows now. It's so popular. The lineups are actually hectic. Like
crazy.
You go to watch a show and like you're watching a show. It's not like it used to be like one or two guys. It's like you're watching like competitive lineups. And one thing I love that they're doing is that how they started putting a few other people back in line. So like every class, you get the top guys, and like it was awesome when they leave like 3 guys out there, and everyone like, ooh, like I think that's.
Well, I remember when they just did the 2-man call out for me, like in my show, and that was like a massive deal because they stopped doing it for so long, and now every class, it's like it's so competitive. They got a 2 or a 3-man call out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really good for the crowd as well. Like the crowd get really into it. And it gives, like, for example, with Stan back up, when he came up back up, good opportunity to try and fight, a second fight to get that placing. Man, Stan, you looked, huge in that, and your shoulders and arms are out of this world, man. You look like the basketballs you got on your shoulders there.
You know the coolest thing too, like I saw in the crowd, Dan Pierce, all these amazing pros, Mike Calusi, Matt Orchard, legend, shouting my name out, and it's like Aaron Polite's like, bless you all, because you just feel like part of something, and you got these massive pros backing you up, and they want you to succeed. You know what I mean? It's such a cool vibe now.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, how was that?
In that top sort of, the first, second, and third from pretty much every single category, like the quality was so high in this show. So
how good was John in the under 80s with the glutes? Like, my goodness. I think he just spilled a little bit in the overall, in my opinion. Yeah. But I think he could have taken it out, honestly. Like, I was there and just so feathered in the quads and feathered I've never seen feathering in the glutes like that, since like Aaron Polite's, like, or Justin Wessel's, like, he was just shredded in the glutes.
Well, Stan and I was saying,
sorry.
You got me.
I was chatting to Stan yesterday, and we sort of both agreed that you could have taken the top 2 from every class of classic and bodybuilding and put everyone into the overall, and it would have been just as good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about the lineups. If you get the top 2 from every class and put them in an overall and it still be ultra competitive, then that says a lot about where Australian bodybuilding's at.
I saw Tony on the Sunday. He said that every top 3, he said, was more competitive than the American show he was at just recently. I was like, really?
Without a doubt.
That's insane.
Which leads me to my next sort of point, which is, I was chatting to some people that are going to Japan in 2 weeks' time. And, they're handing out 3 or 4 pro cards per class. And it's almost disheartening for Australians to only have the opportunity to win 2 a year. Because think about how many people missed out on a pro card in both the women's and the men's shows this weekend. And I'm going to have to wait a whole nother months to do it.
Yeah, I think I would have done the 2-1-2 last year, like I was perfect in that category, like 92 kilogram, 89 last year. Like it's
like a 96 kilo cap or something, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I asked Tony, and I hope something like that comes around in the future, because that'd be awesome to see. I got a mate that's going to the States for the amateur O, and he said there's 3 per category, 3 pro cards.
3.
They should have a 2-1-2 pro card and then an Olympia pro, so like a open pro card. That would make sense because you got those 2 categories at the Olympia.
And we're losing athletes to it, because Sammy, my mate, is going over there and didn't even go to nationals because he's like, no, I'm going to do state just for practice, and off I go to the States because there's more chance and likelihood. I was like, like, it just, you want to see Australia like kick ass in this.
It's
I think for like Australians too, like it's like all of our dreams to like win it at home in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I got to fulfill that dream.
But I agree.
Yeah, Maddie's done it.
Can I just say as well, Adam, I had about 10 people come to me and say, where is the blonde bomber? He was ridiculous last year. They all miss you so much. We're all like, and yeah, we want to get this chat going again. So it's so good to see you.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like earlier in the year, I'll be completely honest with you guys and anyone who's watching. Early in the year, I went through a tough time, man. You know, after did my arm, and then it was like, what was it? Got the surgery done. 2 months later, after the surgery, I still couldn't train. I still had like this. The problem was that I couldn't rotate my arm at all after the surgery. And then I had to go get a second surgery to fix that. So then it was then another 2 to 3 weeks after that. And so there was a period of 4 to 5 months that I couldn't train at all. And it was so fucking like mentally, it was the hardest thing, honestly, the hardest thing I went through. And then finally, you know, after the second surgery, got back into training, started feeling good again. And it's like all of a sudden, you know, you want to be back around everything. You want to get back into it all. You're loving it again. But that period at the start of this year was so hard, man. It really was.
So glad you can talk about it.
Huh?
So glad you can talk about it.
I lost heaps of size, man. I went from like weighing just before that happened. I think I weighed about 114 or something, and I dropped down to like 106 or something.
Dude, you got so mega after that show.
I saw that post you put up of like the 4 different pics with like your every like 3 months changing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, there was some.
Someone check that blood
size
pressure.
changes.
Blood pressure.
Yeah, fuck. I was pushing on it. Fucking. Yeah, I think in the. When was it, like when Stan and I compete, and Louis competed, you know, I was sitting like 96 or whatever, and then, you know, by the December, 2 months later, I was like 118.
Yeah, bro, you're huge.
I think it's really important to touch on that, like the mental, I guess, in the way that we're so connected to the gym from a mental standpoint, and bodybuilding. I mean, 95% of bodybuilders are pretty mentally fucked up. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that you take that away from a lot of us, and you know, mental health goes to shit. And there's so much that's spoken about these days from a mental health standpoint. And
well, it's a thing that like most of us cling into to get through. So like when you take that away, bro, that's a wild ride.
Yep. You're 100% right, Louis. Like that the training progression and just the dedication is what literally I feed off. You know, I need it in my life. And then when you take that away from you, it's like you almost lose sight of what you actually enjoy in life. You're kind of like, well, what do I do now? Type of thing. And if you retire and you kind of just, you know, you slowly drift away from it, it's less than just suddenly bang, you got to take it off you, you know? And so I feel for anyone who's had an injury that's put them out for months and months and months, because going through it myself, man, it's mentally tough. It really, really is tough.
We see you guys, like, obviously, you guys are obviously familiar with Ian Valier, obviously retiring from open bodybuilding, but, you know, he's transitioned into something different. So that athletic mindset, that approach to having a goal to work towards, he just shifted everything from here to here.
Yeah.
You know, when you get that goal, that driven mentality taken away from you, and you've got nothing to work towards, then, and I'm not sure. I can't speak for you personally, but for me, like the rest of my life goes to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's on point, like if my training's not on point, and you know I'm not feeling good about myself in the gym, then like my relationship struggle, my work struggles, everything goes to shit.
This is the like all 4 of us, bro. This is like the foundation that everything rests upon.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So everything's in jeopardy when that foundation's cracked or suffering, bro. Like, it's just hard.
100%. So, but anyway, like I tell you what, the most inspiring thing was, you know, seeing Stan up there looking amazing and just seeing everyone killing it up on stage. And when you know, you guys reached out and say, hey, everyone wants to see Oz Amateurs, it's like, fuck, I want to get back onto this as fast as possible. You know, it's so much fun reconnecting with everyone and chatting about it. And it is what we love. You know, we love talking about it. We love doing it. So anyway, it's great to have the boys back.
Well, as a mate, you did tell me I need to run the ball up. I remember the day you introduced yourself. You messaged me and said, "This is you now. You need to do this." And I was like, "Let's go." I love it.
No, 100%, man.
What about Dryden?
What? Oh, Dryden.
Yeah. I really got upset because I saw a post that went viral that his missus hugged him and lifted him, and he got 9,000 something comments there. Most of them are disgusting. People can just be so putrid on social media. Can become a really toxic place. He handles it so well, but yeah, basically his missus like lifted him up after a win, and she's a bit taller. Yeah. And I think all the confidence to him that he can handle himself with a taller missus, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yet people are willing to write all this shit about his height and stuff like that.
That post went viral. It's got like 2 million views or something like that now, and it's got 9,000 or 10,000 likes or something like that. And
what?
Yeah, it's actually nuts. And we were actually scrolling through it last night because me and my best mate Mitch, we know Rach pretty well because we all knew each other from back in like the basketball days, because she's obviously quite tall for a female, and she sort of transitioned across to bodybuilding. And then Dryden trains at my gym back home in Melbourne as well, so we know each other pretty well. So I kept tabs on that pretty closely, and yeah, they just got destroyed online, man. It was ridiculous.
It was right before his showing as well, and I have to say I've never seen an athlete that can be that deceiving. Like backstage, I asked him to hit a most muscular for me, and the guy like doubles in size.
Yeah, dude,
it's insane.
He was huge on stage. He was huge on stage.
Yeah, what a beautiful moment, and it's just pure emotion and love.
What's wrong with that post? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's people are disgusting. The things they wrote, and I was so glad he had the mindset and the willpower to keep going and not let it ruin him.
Yeah.
All the fucking power to both of them, man, because they kind of leaned into it a little bit, and I think that's how you got to attack that type of shit. As soon as you start to retract and pull back, the haters online get exactly what they want out of you. But if you sort of go head on to it, own it, and be like, yeah, this is what it is. Look, 500,000 likes on Instagram.
Yeah, and he looks how crazy he looks, man.
Fucking insane.
He looks amazing.
Like, how about shout out to Halusi's coaching, and Dean McKillop represented very well as well, from what I kept hearing his name called out, and a couple of coaches really. Scott Goebel's got a few pro cards as well. My goodness. And then the coaching's getting nuts.
Dean McKillop.
The coaching game's getting crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Matt Orchard with his missus.
No, I'm telling everyone that I'm trying to work my way into a niche in the industry. Like, you've got the bikini coaches, you've got the bodybuilding coaches. There's no figure coaches. So I said, Mel, you're going to be my and I'm going to work my way into the figure niche of the market.
They didn't put up our under hundreds, and I got a shit ton of messages.
Yeah, why did they put up later?
Well, everyone's messaging me, are they worried? Are they upset? Because, the last one got all this sort of spamming. And then I asked them, and luckily they put it back up and fixed it. But I don't know, they missed us. But that's why it's delayed. Mate, there's the big man.
Mate, Matty is enormous.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like, he's so big.
Like, he was just too hard to stand next to.
Yeah. Like, John looked fantastic, don't get me wrong. But his pure size, like, he just commands the stage. Right.
Yeah, like, you know what? A little bit, I'm an ITB freak for looking for the ITB. And it was a little bit missing in him, but when you were close to him, the dryness and the veins up the side of the leg made up for it, because they were just super grainy. Even though he doesn't have that much deepness in the side cuts and some of his side shots and his glutes, he makes up for it with like this dry condition.
But at the same time, like, a judge looks at all those different poses and judges them one by one, right? Mm-hmm. So if he's won the majority of poses, he's won the show, which definitely did, because he was just enormous. And maybe you're right, like, from one of the side poses where you might not have the ITB coming out like you love there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter, because all the other poses he'll winning in.
People always got to pick something, man.
100%.
They're always going to pick something.
Well, I ran into
Cam George.
I ran into Cam George yesterday, and we were chatting about it. And I mean, him and Aaron Polite's are probably the only two bodybuilders that weren't super heavies that turned pro in the last 10 years in Australia or whatever.
And
Gary Wright as well.
Of course, yeah. My apologies. But I mean, fucking muscle at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
I did find all season, but every comp, it was sort of more towards condition, like most wins. And the overall, he brought both. Like, definitely the size game is massive of O'Reilly. He's just huge.
And I'll just address the elephant in the room if you guys haven't. But was Matt the only favorite for the pro card to actually win the pro card this year, or what's the go there?
Oh wow, yeah, I think so.
I don't think so, man. I think like bodybuilders can see that someone like Dryden could do that. Like,
yeah,
if you were Dryden on a pro stage, bro, like he'd do well.
Absolutely.
You know, the thing is just like it's just hard because when there's one pro card and like size matters, you know, it always will.
These two had a hectic battle too. John and is that the fella from Queensland? That was tough.
That was probably the best class of the day, I thought, from a bodybuilding standpoint.
Yeah,
very sharp.
Wait, and you know what?
I thought
George from the back is unreal. Bill Georgie from the back, man. That is
I reckon this was the best class, honestly. Like
what the fuck is that? That's ridiculous, man.
I wish I turned my hip flexors on. I practiced that so much and I didn't effing do it in the final part.
Damn, we need to get on the Zoom, brother, for some posing.
I saw. You know what it is, man. I don't have much time, but that's an excuse. But I saw Charlie Duker and he gave me some great pointers. But just I need more depth in the quads and more details in the glutes and hammies. I know that. Like to be a proper pro, you need to bring everything, and I'm not there yet.
I suffer from the same, bro.
I think whoever's like, watching these can learn a lot from us. And, looking at your pose there, Stan, because your upper body is just, that's a winning upper body. Absolutely.
Thank you, mate. I think I could have won the show with that upper body. I just 100%
lower body.
Need the rest.
When you do that with your toe, right, that obviously tries to make your quads look bigger. But do you feel
actually it's to get them deeper because they're quite big, but I don't know if there's lines.
But you don't get the upper lines here.
Yeah, I lose the hip flexor exactly there. If I push my waist back, but I found a way to really sink it back, I get feathering in there, like feathering. But did I do it? I did it. I did at the start. If you watch the start,
that's an interesting topic. What do you think they want to see more of? Feathering in the quads, like the VMO, or do they want to see the rec fem pop out?
Yeah, that is really interesting. I think this year it's all about who's got more lines and more details.
Yeah, I reckon the rec fem comes out is more important than having like the feather through the VMO.
Yeah,
I'd love to play around with your back lat spread too.
The judges' feedback was, and if you're out there watching, you should try to get the judges' feedback so you can fix things. I leaned back into it too much.
Yeah,
but And I should have stayed upright, but then I was told by so many other people to lean right back into it. But I should have stayed upright more.
Have you got a back one?
No, I haven't put it up.
That's how you know.
Average. Oh, there you go. There's a redouble. Oh, Charlie says I got to bring my lats a lot bigger too. I definitely agree on the back shot
because your arms and delts are so dominant.
Yeah.
That's the best I've seen my back to date. So things are getting better.
Yeah.
So talk us through this, Danny boy.
So this is a 4 kilogram drop in 2 weeks. So this is torture.
I know this firsthand and how hard it is. Tell us.
Yes, this is an Adam Wright special. I did what you did.
Did you actually do what I told you to do?
I lived on the stepper and I fell in love with the stepper. No, I didn't. I hate the stepper, but I did.
Lies.
180 levels. 180 levels took me 1 hour, 30 minutes most days.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Mel can jump into this conversation too. We pulled 2.5 kilos off between Dix and Nationals.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
So
it's not a bad thing to do this dark place for a fortnight because obviously it's not something mentally you want to do too long. It's very, very draining for any athlete, and their adrenals and their health. Like it's full on. So I kind of don't mind pulling the trigger at the end, but I should have been in a better position at that stage already. And that's when you leave your prep a bit too late. And obviously the gym, opening the gym, working so hard there, so many clients, which I love. But you got to find better ways to manage your prep.
How did you start your prep stand? Did you actually start a committed prep, or were you just like, I think I'm going to do a show?
Dude, honest to God, I was training at my gym and so many members G me up and I just started training like a freaking weapon. And I was like, this is the best workouts of my life. Obviously, you want to show the gym, you own it. You want to be like, I train hard here. But just people G me up in that place. And I love it. And then I was like, I got to do this. I got to do a prep. Like, I can't train this hard and not do a prep.
Self-esteem so high to a show.
Yeah, but it was very, like, you saw that I didn't post much. It was very, I'd say it's 12, 13 weeks out. So very, very short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good enough, you know.
Another 2 weeks, bro. That's all you needed.
I agree, man. I let this one slip away.
So do you guys know George who came here
from Perth? Really nice guy. I got to know him backstage a little bit. Halusi prepped him.
Yeah, Mike
and,
prepped him.
Sorry?
Mike did prep him, yeah.
Yeah, he had abs like Sam Pearce, man. And he's just got to bring in that stomach a bit, and he knows it. But geez, his glutes were ripped. He was a big threat to Matt for sure.
I mean, because he did novice, and like, look at him.
He looked like Ramy in the novice lineup.
Matt and I were watching that, and it was just like the novice class. And we were like, "Is that a super heavy?" Like,
yeah.
Man, it looks incredible.
Really?
And then this is a mate of mine from down in Sydney, Dennis. Do you know Dennis? Stan?
Yeah, super nice. He's Tuna on Instagram.
Yeah, Tuna.
So loves the industry and gets behind you. He messaged me so much and G'd me up through the whole prep. Guy's 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
and he trains out at with Mike Pearson out there, and they do a great job.
Honestly, Tuna could almost have the best conditioning out of the three of them. Doesn't have.
And I swear to you, he whacked on like 3 or 4 kilos. He was actually more peeled at stage show.
Yeah,
he tried to load up harder.
He doesn't have the size of the other two, but fuck me, look at the conditioning there. Like, he's shredded to the bone.
Yeah,
that is for a super heavy shredder. That's a great point. And look at his chest compared to the other two.
Yeah.
I think he should have stayed tight, but he made the call. But yeah, I think he should have stayed tight like the state show.
And then is it Andy here?
Yeah,
man, looks incredible.
And hey, George from the back.
George is crazy from the back.
Juniors last year, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's so young, and from the back, that kid is so complete in the hammies and glutes and stuff. Everything I'm missing, he's got.
He had a
George isn't missing anything.
He had a beautiful posing routine too. Very beautiful posing routine.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Yeah. It was so flowy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a dance, bro. It's actually a performance.
Can I bring up something funny too? He always wears a swim cap at the tanning, and I think it's hilarious.
What?
He's got like the swimmer's cap when he gets his
really?
on.
I should have worn that.
Don't want to mess up those blonde locks, man.
Yeah, he looks after those blondes.
That's a great idea. I'm going to do that next time.
Yeah.
You did do that, Adam. You had that line across.
Yeah, I had. Bro. No, they gave me the little net thing to wear.
Yeah. I got pics.
Don't mess with the blonde.
I got pics.
And then you'll end up a rango if you get the tan in there.
I know. I did have like this very like caked on line.
It was like it was only because it was like a bit too low that it was noticeable.
Yes.
like a Superman little curl.
Oh, jeez.
I love it.
And what are you going to Dryden's pose there?
It's nasty.
That's crazy.
Like his shoulders look
quads.
His shoulders look crazy big, right? His legs are outrageously huge. But just from like if you take a step back and you look at all three of them, he looks small, right? He looks.
It's just his skeleton, bro.
Yeah.
But I reckon, if he was to do like a pose like Will's doing here,
he could open up more.
He could open up more,
But I swear to you, Adam, I know photos are photos, but that in real life, when he hits that in front of you, is nasty. It is huge. I don't think his photos, like, I don't get it. It doesn't capture it. He did it in my face, and I was like, bro, you are massive.
When I was watching him, I was like, his level of conditioning is on a level that none of the other guys are. Shout out to
William Chamberlain. He was really struggling at the back, and because he did classic already, so he was really gassed. Yeah. And I think he's from South Australia. I think it's his first crack at it, and he placed in a huge lineup. Kid went hard.
So what is open middleweight? What's that weight class?
Under 80s.
Under 80s. All right, so it's like.
Oh, what did everyone think about the bodybuilders coming on last as well? I wanted to go through that. It was physique first, classic, then us.
I kind of like it.
I got to see
changed it.
I think it's a good crescendo, bro. Because like the open pro bodybuilding is like that's the crescendo, man. Like I think that's a good note to end on. It's better than everyone emptying out because men's physique's coming on next. You know what I mean? Like that must feel crap. You come out for your walkout and like you're watching the crowd leave. Like that must feel garbage.
It's a very long day though. Like you get there at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, you do your 10, then you're waiting around, and it's like it's really hard to like, the bigger you are, the harder it is, you know, with your food and nutrition and everything. So it's like, if you've got to now wait an extra 4 hours or, you know, whatever it is, as someone like the size of Matt, it's pretty hard to get.
I had one meal the whole day. I was so hungry, but I knew,
exactly right. It's hard.
I knew there was no room for me to fill up or any of that stuff. I still need to be tighter, like you mentioned, Louis.
I felt super stoked, and this is obviously like on a much lesser scale, but Mel obviously competing first thing in the morning on the girls' show day compared to her competing in the afternoon when the show's a one-day show. Like me only having to organize meals and peak her for 11 a.m. rather than 3 o'clock in the afternoon made me feel so much better from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, far less to worry about.
Yeah, 100%.
Just worry about where you're going to go to eat next.
Yeah, it's really hard to like, I remember we were on, what time were we on, Louis?
Like 12-ish, I think.
Yeah, to be on a little bit later would be much harder, and then you worry that you get flat. You worry you're gonna eat too much and spill over. Like, I reckon earlier that you could be the better, but then you think about the pros. They're always got a nighttime show.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want to try and be like the pros, you kind of got to learn to be like them. You know.
I hope they bring the pro shows back too. I really do.
They were talking about that last year.
A pro classic show, a pro bodybuilding show. The new generation hasn't seen that for a while now, since COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
We've got enough depth now that we can, though.
And we got enough, and we got some good pros that'd be good to see in a lineup, man.
Yeah,
we could have like 4 or 5 pros up there, Aussies, and they're all awesome, mate. They're all mates. It's so cool,
dude. Imagine just like seeing Sam Pearce next to all the other guys.
Yeah,
you know, just so that everyone can see how good someone like that actually is.
Yeah.
The problem is our guys just aren't getting seen.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'll whack some 10 on Louis Perquette and chuck him up there. Have a run, bro.
Nah.
You gotten bigger. You gotten a lot bigger, eh? You and Matt.
Thanks, bro.
I was getting hugs backstage after the show. I was like, these guys are big.
We have some huge depth to our pro lineup. Like, you could have like Halusi up there. You could have Aaron up there. You could have Sam up there. You have Nathan up there.
And I want to see them verse each other, like Aussies. I want to see them 100%. Do battle. I think we could even run an Aussie show right now, even without it. Like, you know, and I'd still go check it out. It'd be awesome.
You do a classic one. You could have Maddie and Cal go head together.
I need that one back. I need
that.
So when was that?
I love Cal to death. I spent most of the Saturday with him. I love Cal to death, but I need that one back. 100%.
Yeah.
hey, the classic guys. The talk was the tall guy. Sorry, I forgot your name. He was freaky with the vacuum. That was nuts, eh? He was the big talk to get the pro card. I felt for him big time.
Maddie, what do you reckon of that?
Yeah.
Tom was complete, in my opinion.
Tom was what?
Tom was more complete, in my opinion, classic standpoint. Like the shape, the flow, the front to back, the top to bottom.
He was so dramatic, bro. He was a mile wide across the shoulders.
Yeah.
It's crazy the width of his lats.
You should have seen him hit his first front double bar for the day, bro. It took him like 7 seconds to get into it, but he just did not look away.
Yeah. and like you said, you got to feel bad for Dashi if you go to that Class C class.
Look at that shot.
Like, he is phenomenal. And this is what I mean is
is phenomenal. He looks like Bumstead.
You've got 2 guys that can clearly step on a pro stage and do damage straight away, and only one guy gets to walk away with the pro card. Yeah. I know for a fact that Jordan's going to Japan in 2 weeks, and I'm pretty confident he'll turn pro over there.
Against all the little Japanese men.
Yeah.
He'll be the only one in the tall class, that's why.
Straight into the overall.
If I had done Japan last year, I would have gone pro. I chose Taiwan because I thought it was going to be an easier run, to be honest with you guys. And Japan's actually, a pretty easy run.
Maddie, did you compete against Jordan?
Did I what, sorry?
Compete against Jordan a couple of years back?
I competed against Jordan and Tom as well.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. That is a sick shot, eh? He looks phenomenal.
Didn't he come second a couple of years back to Cal or something?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
One thing Dashi does awesome is he's just he's so dramatic when he poses.
Yeah.
You know, like he has the audience hypnotized when he's on stage because he's just like captivating, bro, the way he moves up there.
Look at his face right there, just in the top 3. He's like doing that.
If you put a Ken doll and an Action Man and a He-Man and made like at
Love.
hybrid. All of that.
And made love.
That's
but like a wog Ken doll.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because Tom probably isn't as big, probably doesn't have as shredded as Dashy, but just his V taper is so classic that it's just, and you know, he's got his big legs and everything. So, you know,
those lats are endless. They're
Yeah.
huge.
Tom was great from the back. I don't think these photos are doing him complete justice because he has like he had mega glutes, bro, and like you can see how big the lats are from the front. You know,
How funny if you received the trophy, flipped it around the other way, and took the photo from the back.
yeah.
Should've
Your
done that.
favorite pose? Just a back
1 second.
yeah, he I remember seeing watching him as well, and I think I agree with you. These photos probably don't do him overly good justice because he's so wide and like he looks like a Dorito chip. Like he's straight out.
Well, he's another. Put him in the same class as kind of like Dryden in a sense of, I mean, you just see him backstage or you see him walk around in the gym in a shirt and a singlet. You're kind of like, yeah, like he looks good. I'm very much this type of person as well. You see me walking down the street, you don't bat an eyelid, but like once you starts to pose and open up and you see everything in the whole shape put together, it's like, holy shit, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Is he a Melbourne boy?
No, he's WA, but
WA.
I'm kind of like,
I'd bat my eyelids for you, Matty. I'd bat my eyelids at you, actually.
How surprising was Perth this year? Like the super heavy, the classic guys. Perth really turned it up. Oh, WA really turned it up.
Yeah, it's usually the East Coast that sort of brings the best players.
Yeah.
So,
you can't sleep on the quiet states anymore. Even South Australia, like all the quiet states, everyone's just left alone to their own devices, bro. And now all these awesome athletes coming out.
Yep.
That's a good shot.
yeah,
That's better.
Look at that width. That width is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I almost feel for him because his photos don't do it justice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on his page and see if there's anything else.
You had to.
His name's right at the top there. The comments. Click on that.
What was that?
He's commented at the top there somewhere. Tom Stanley. Yeah, click on that.
What? Which one?
Scroll down.
He's tagged. He's tagged in it.
Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry.
Right at the top, bro.
Nope, not
Oh,
that
hey,
one.
even Ethan's in that comment mix. Hey, Matt, that would be so good in a classic pro show too. Forget about Ethan. He's a freak.
What the fuck is that?
Go back.
He's blocked you.
No, you're clicking on the wrong one. He's already got IFBB Pro on his Instagram handle. That's why.
Deserves it.
That's how you do that.
There it is.
Okay. I thought he didn't like us. That's a good shot.
Ugh.
Yeah, bro.
Killer. Yeah, see how that.
The Stanley sure packed the mass.
There you go.
There you go.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Whoa. That's like a watermelon with acorns.
No, like when you were watching it, like, you can't not look at Dashi because he's so cut and big. But, when I was watching it, I was just saying, I think Tom's got it.
Yeah.
I think, he just looks so classic up there.
Yeah. Dashi draws the eye first really quick, but when they start doing round after round after round, and you start actually analyzing it too, you see Tom is hanging part for part.
Yeah.
I love that we had these really big battles this year, eh? Like these clashes.
I definitely think this was the biggest year of battles that we've had.
Yeah.
Like it was epic.
Did we have a single pro card that was unanimous?
I think Matt O'Reilly got unanimous, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Matt.
He wasn't.
He's
Yes, he
8-1.
No, he was unanimous.
It was 8-1.
What? I thought Tony said he was unanimous.
I thought he announced unanimous. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I was.
One of them was 8-1. Matt and I were listening. We were there. We were like, ooh.
Yeah.
I wish we could have listened to you guys do commentary on the show day. It would be awesome.
No, you probably didn't want to listen to me and Louis doing commentary. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah.
What are you epic doing, Stan? You're posing wrong.
Why are you locking out your knees, Stan?
Yeah.
There's no.
I'm gonna call her out real quick because You looked at the wrong fucking camera for both of the awards.
Yeah, I think. Did you write that in your story? Like, looks amazing.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Can't look at this. Can't look at the camera.
I have
I
to
don't know.
say
I don't know what she was doing.
the delts on Emily were redonkulous.
She was very impressive.
And ITB for days and details in the quads, just crazy.
Stan the ITB man.
I'm hitting it again. But she sort of you should have seen her side legs, Adam. They were so complete.
Yeah.
But look at Mel's rec fem there.
Yeah. Her quads
You're amazing, Maddie.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Go.
I think Stan just dipped. Probably got a flat phone.
Matt Orchard, figure coach.
Put it out there now. All right, let's keep it short and sweet, boys. But how good to catch up with everyone. How do I get rid of this? There you go. How good to catch up with everyone. Stan's already left us. What a prick.
Yeah. Bloody Stan.
Hey, the boys are back. What on well, Stan's not here, but anyway, what on Stan? What on Maddie for prepping Mel?
Well, I'm about to pay for it right now because we're about to go and do a couples photo shoot. And let me tell you, I am not in photo shoot condition right now. It's going to be great.
Louis,
Yeah.
Louis, you look great. What's happening with you?
I'm just trying to get huge, bro.
Where you at? Tell us where you're at.
I'm like sitting like 110 kilos ish.
But still
Just cruising along. I'm just trying.
tight.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay tight, bro. I've done the dumbass bulk in the past. It just doesn't serve you as well. We all know when you get chubby, it just doesn't flow as well.
KFC bulk.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I love KFC. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep it a little bit tight, man, and just improving, bro. Like just improving little areas. Like if I can just bring up my arms, keep bringing up my chest, and I'm feeling in my mid back, which is like priority at the moment, but.
You got high frequency on those arms?
Yeah, almost every day, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it, man.
Food, what are you smashing?
Like 4.5K.
Yeah.
I've never been a big eater, but
Nah.
like I was sitting next to Matt and Tyler was telling me that at one point he got up to like 7.2. And I was like, what do you even eat, dude? Like
Maddie's metabolism is so fast.
Tyler's just a different human when it comes to food, man, honestly.
Crazy, bro.
Crazy.
And Maddie, tell us about you. What's happening with you? You got a show coming up?
I pick a show in about 3 weeks. So once the Olympics done, they release their schedule. But I can give you guys the scoop pretty quickly that it'll probably be April or May next year. So
That's not too far away.
Going to go through like a bit of a maintenance phase, obviously between now and Christmas.
Enjoy Christmas, bro.
Obviously. And then I'll be starting prep pretty much January 1st, baby.
Awesome. What about you, Adam?
Oh, well, sorry, Matt. Now that I have like arms the same now,
that's
like,
crazy, man.
I'll get back into training, and me and Sontane, we're getting married in March next year. So season A is definitely.
Do you want us amateurs to commentate the wedding, or?
So I think season A is definitely out. I don't think you should let me prep over that, but I'd be very keen to get back up end of next year and give another crack and like put on a bit more size, get back to where I was, and then continue growing. But definitely would love to get back up there. Love it.
Yeah, let me know, bro. You and I can do a best of 3.
We could, bro. Would you get back up next season, B?
I was thinking maybe like 2025 season A, but if I've improved, bro, you never know.
Fucking far away.
Wait.
Who the hell thinks that far away?
Ask him again after I compete, and then I guarantee you he'll change his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Me?
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah, I'll get the bug, bro.
Yeah.
Man. I think we've all got some plans. I wonder what Stan's plans will be because last time he went to Japan,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Stan personally, Stan should do season A again.
Mm-hmm.
We should convince him to come and do a season with us, Adam, and then we can be Oz amateurs all in just the same class. And Matty can just be like, in the front row.
One thing before we finish, like, do you reckon season A is an easier card to win?
Yep.
Yeah. And if Stan was to do season A, it'd be much easier. I wouldn't say it's a definite, but it would be easier.
But if he was to do a 14-week prep, an
This is also lean.
actual prep, get someone to help run the day-to-days of Body Beyond, he loves that place, man. He loves that place so much. It's like a child to him. And
It is that place.
it is. It's like trying to prep whilst being a single dad, like
Yeah.
to a child. You know what I mean? And I think he will be the first person to tell you he probably didn't give 100% to that prep for as long as he should have. And to think that he was so close and missed out by such a short margin based off that.
Mhm. Yeah, season 8, I reckon, would be good for Stan. Because he's already lean. Because isn't that what you did, Louis? Season A to B?
Yeah, I did season B to A.
Oh, bit A. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then I did A to B and turned pro as well. So
Yeah,
Maddie inspired me. I just didn't get the payoff.
yeah. Sorry, Louis.
It's all good, man. It happens. It's 10 years of it not happening, actually. No.
Sorry, mate. I had to slide in there and beat you, mate. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's totally fine.
Hey, you got me at States. You can still hold that.
I did get you at States. I just got to learn how to show up for the national show, bro. I'm always crisp and on at States, and I think the pressure of nationals just gets to me, bro. So
I think that's the same with a lot of people, man. I know my big thing with States, right? States, not national States, is, I had way too many carbs, way too many rice cakes. Like I couldn't put them down. They
touched your mouth the first time and you're like, oh no.
No, like surely if I just have 4 or 5 more, that won't make a big difference. I'm already so
Just make me full,
right? And then nationals, I was like, okay, don't be a fucking idiot. Don't do the carb up mistake you did last time.
Yeah.
Those 4 or 5 extra rice cakes that turned into 30 extra rice cakes, that kind of hurts.
It adds up, doesn't it?
It does.
And then you start eyeballing the honey on top of it, and 20 grams turns into 40 grams real fucking quick.
Oh, sure.
Then the whole 750 gram things are going on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Dieting for so long, you get so fucking hungry, and you're just like, just eat it all.
You're just such a vegetable by the end, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, open bodybuilding, classic physique, that level is shredded. You're just a veg at the end, man.
100%, man.
Well, if you've done it properly, anyway.
I was training, and then I would somehow just be here, and then I'll just lie on the couch, and I'm not even having a conversation. I'm not even watching TV. I'm just not even there.
You can't watch TV, bro.
No,
you just gotta sit in this place
No.
of like, I can't concentrate and I'm incapable of doing anything.
There's a really big difference between watching TV and looking at the TV.
Yeah.
That's the last 2 weeks you were just looking at that thing. You have
Looking at the TV, you're not retaining anything that's going on.
So true, bro. That's so true.
All right, well, let's wrap it up.
Gentlemen,
Let's do another one. And it's great to have the Oz Amateur boys back in town. Woo!
We just got to stay back. You know what I'm saying?
Stay back.
Stay back.
Now. All right, boys. See you soon.
All right, see you.